First at 5:30, however, he is an internationally known preacher based here in Dallas. This morning, during a 9 a.m. Sunday service, Bishop T.D. Jakes of the Potter's House suffered a health incident during a morning prayer. The whole thing caught on camera as that morning service was being streamed around the world. Our Olivia Leach joining us now outside the Potter's House in Dallas with more on the megachurch pastor.
Every Sunday, thousands of parishioners come here to the Potter's House in Dallas for their Sunday service. This is where Bishop T.D. Jakes suffered that medical incident while on stage. Now the video of the incident is going viral. In the video that's now gone viral, you can see Bishop Jakes finished his Sunday sermon and then got quiet, seemed to shake, the crowd reacting before several people rushed on stage to come to his aid.
World-renowned Dallas pastor T.D. Jakes is named in a federal lawsuit against musician Sean Diddy Combs.
It's filed by a producer that worked with Combs. It discusses how the singer planned to leverage his relationship with the bishop to soften the impact on his public image of Casey Ventura's lawsuit. Ventura is a former girlfriend of Combs who filed her own lawsuit in November alleging abuse, violence, and sex trafficking.
Meanwhile, Combs' lawyer is criticizing the raids at two of the hip-hop mogul's homes in a federal trafficking investigation. He called them an unprecedented ambush. It comes as we're getting a new look inside Combs' L.A. house after the search by federal agents.
It was a pleasure. I still love to preach. I ain't tired of preaching. I miss you. I miss you. Have you ever gone to the hospital to visit somebody and you thought you was going to encourage them and they encourage you? That's what preaching is like. You think you're giving out something, but you're getting back more than you gave. I love you. Now, Lord, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength, my Redeemer. Let them go in peace.
On the Potter's House Facebook page, parishioners and followers around the world sent prayers for Bishop Jakes' quick recovery. In a statement posted online, the Potter's House said Bishop T.D. Jakes experienced a slight health incident and received immediate medical attention. They thanked the community for the outpouring of love, prayers, and support, and said that Bishop Jakes is stable and under the care of medical professionals. The Potter's House did not share if T.D. Jakes was hospitalized following the incident or what may have led up to the incident.
Carter Evans has details about what the feds have uncovered so far.
Guns, cell phones, and other electronics are among the items taken from the homes of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, according to a source familiar with the search warrant performed by federal agents at his properties in Los Angeles and Miami. TMZ says this video shows the aftermath of the raid inside Combs' L.A. mansion. Drawers empty, documents scattered, and safes open and searched. Hours after the raid started, Combs was seen walking around the Miami Opa-locka airport, according to TMZ, which also obtained this video. Later, at the same airport, authorities arrested Combs' associate, Brendan Paul, and charged him with drug possession. In a civil suit filed against Combs by former music producer Rodney Jones, Paul was accused of being a drug and gun mule who allegedly aided Combs in sex trafficking. Yesterday, Diddy's lawyer called the law enforcement action nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. Could this federal investigation have come out of these private lawsuits?
Oh, absolutely. If it involves trafficking or drugs or weapons or other illegal behavior.
Lori Levinson is a former federal prosecutor.
They've decided this is worth a lot of resources across the country. So once they've done these searches, they have evidence to follow up on. And if they've got it, they'll move on it.
We still here, you're rocking with the best.
Even though Combs has not been publicly named as a target of the investigation, he says he's now prepared to fight to clear his name. Carter Evans, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Bishop T.D. Jakes is recovering tonight after experiencing a, quote, slight health incident after delivering a sermon at the Potter's House today. The church said in a statement Jakes received immediate medical attention after he delivered an hour-long message this morning. Jakes believes he got overheated toward the end of his sermon. His church said he is in stable condition and under the care of medical professionals. The entire Potter's House family is grateful for the outpouring of love, prayers, and support for the community, the statement went on to say.
Do you have any critique of the megachurch as such? In other words, the fact that it is a megachurch, not yours in particular, but the megachurch.
You know, I think it's a very interesting conversation. First of all, according to Barnes, anything over 2,000 members is a megachurch.
Right.
None of them are alike. The notion, people who stand outside of us categorize us as if we are monolithic.
Yeah.
None of them are alike at all in any way. And so you cannot take a cookie cutter model and say megachurches are this or that or the other. There wouldn't be a megachurch if there weren't mega people coming into them.
Yeah.
Megachurches I started pastoring a storefront. I'm the same guy that pastored 50 people on Easter Sunday if you counted pregnant people and dead folks. Okay? I didn't turn into some kind of creature when they became 5,000.
Yeah.
I can show you my tapes in and my tapes now. The message is still the same. The people control the size of the church, not the person up front.
But the practice is a little different, right? I mean, obviously you ain't doing everybody's wedding, and you shouldn't be.
No. The way you manage the church has to change.
Yeah.
But the message remains the same.
Yeah.
And if you are not drunken on the need to be a celebrity.
Well, but that's part of the problem. Some would argue that if you have a church with 35,000 people, even if you don't want to be, you're a celebrity. If you got NFL players and actresses and models in the front row or the 10th row because they come in late, they going to be, it's going to produce a certain level of celebrity.
I was in a small church too long to buy into that. I've seen people idolize their pastor and they didn't have but 50 members and he's got a Rolls Royce sitting in front of the church bigger than the entire church. The car is bigger than the whole church.
Yeah.
If people are going to idolize you and misappropriate their faith toward a human being, they're going to do it. If it's not the pastor, they're going to idolize the man.
Yeah.
They're going to idolize whoever they want to idolize. As we preach the word to people, hopefully they grow out of that to understand maturity.
Yeah.
And there are pastors whose ego demands that type of adulation. I personally think I'm too gifted to have to get it from that stream. I can get it.
How do you resist that? How do you resist that temptation? Because it's a human temptation.
It's actually the part of ministry that I hate.
Really?
I really hate it because from the inside out, I see myself as quite normal. And the pressure to live up to all of your expectations, it frustrates me.
Yeah.
I like to pick out my own chicken wings. That's why I describe myself as a very ordinary kind of guy. So I don't need that to make me feel good about myself. I liked myself before you knew me.
Yeah.
See, I didn't need you to know me to like me. I like me alone.
That's a rare thing.
Yeah, so I don't really need all of that, and I kind of shy away from it. I don't like to go out in crowds and be accosted by masses of people and signing autographs. I can handle it, but I don't need it. I like simple friends in simple places, eating simple food, doing simple things, because for me, my mother from Alabama, my father from Mississippi, raised in the country and in the hills of West Virginia, that's life to me.
Would you consider yourself a prosperity preacher?
No.
How do you feel about being lumped in with the dollars and the prices and first of all, why does that happen? Is it just a megachurch thing?
Well, part of it is a megachurch, and then because we need to label people, we push people who don't quite fit into the box so that we can categorize them.
Yeah.
It doesn't really bother me. It probably did at one time, to be honest.
I was about to say, I had to.
Early on, it really did bother me. And then I had to analyze, is that what I'm saying? Am I saying that the way...
It feels that way sometimes.
Yeah, is that what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to analyze that. And I think I am saying that, but I believe that God blesses you when you give. I will not be at all aloof about that. I absolutely do that. But I don't think that simple message is what our community needs to hear.
That's why we have GED programs. That's why we have a Texas Offenders Reentry program, helping people to get back into life. I'm not saying give $21 and you're going to get a job.
Right.
I think it's much more complicated, helping people to understand finances, what I call discipleship.
Yeah.
I don't care what people say. I'm almost 60. If you reach a certain stage in life, you can't try to manage people's minds about you.
Yeah.
You can't hardly manage, they can't manage their minds about themselves. So I don't spend a lot of energy refuting what somebody wrote or said. I am so focused on my purpose that I don't have time to respond.